Hi there, my darling Leos. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your timeless reading for the next 3 months. So, as I said, this is going to be timeless. So, this reading will find you whenever you need to see it, my darling Leos. So, let's jump in and I'll show you what we're going to do. So, I'm going to pull an oracle card for each of the 3 months, and then I'll pull a card from my Michelle Knight tarot deck. There'll be a link in the description for those for each month, and then I will finish off with angel answer cards. So let me turn over the oracle cards. These have all been pre-shuffled for the next 3 months, and then let us get your tarot cards out. So what messages does beautiful Leo need to know for the next 3 months whenever this reading finds them? What does Leos need to know for the next 3 months? One flew out. I don't feel like I should take that. Alright, let's see what we have for month number 1, month number 2, and month number 3. All right, let's make sure they're all in view for you, my darling Leos. All right, so you start off here, month number 1. And like I said, this is a timeless reading. So this next 3 months will begin whenever you find this reading. So you start off here with Fork in the Road. Now, Fork in the Road is a card of making a decision as to which way to go next. And I feel for you that with this month, this is what you're coming up against. You're not quite sure which way you need to go here. But I feel for you that you just need to keep going. And why I feel that is because you have the beautiful Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is a card of perseverance and keeping on going. It's a card of don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle happens, my darling Leos. It's letting you know that you're almost there. And it's with the Fork in the Road card. That's also, like I said, a card of which way do you go next, but don't give up, my darling Leos. So I feel for you for this first month that you've come, you've been slogging away, you've been working hard, you've been, doing everything you need to do. In the tarot, the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. So it's the card of, coming up against one thing after another, maybe one challenge after another. Maybe you've been feeling that you've been having one challenge after another. What I feel for you here, my darling Aries, in this first month, I keep saying Aries, my apologies, Leos, in this first month, maybe you've got a connection with an Aries, so, take that how it resonates, but, for some reason I've got Aries on my brain, but no, this is definitely for Leos. So the Fork in the Road card can be that card of, like I said, coming to the crossroads and having to make a decision as to which way you need to go next. And I am encouraging you, I think the Nine of Wands has come up here to say to you, don't give up. Keep going on which path it is that you're being guided to go on. And if that means needing to, do a meditation, talk to your angels, find out what your next move is. Might be that you need to talk to someone. It might be that you might need some advice from someone. You don't feel that you need to do this alone, my darling Leos. That's kind of the message I'm getting for this first month. So then we move on to the next month here, and you have the Giraffe Spirit, see the big picture. So that kind of flows on from this last month where you're being encouraged to keep going in the direction that you're going, my darling Leos, because you just, there's something here. You just need to see the big picture here. Don't focus too much on the details in front of you. Rather, take a step back and, maybe just pause for a little bit and take a step back and see the bigger picture, that, see how far you have come, my darling Leos. That's what I feel for you off this see the big picture card, because then you have the beautiful King of Swords here. And I believe this is you. I believe you are coming in and presenting here as the King of Swords. The King of Swords has all the knowledge and wisdom that they need. And it's male or female, there's no gender in the tarot. So I feel for you, you can see he holds the Sword of Truth here, the Ace of Swords. He is sitting there looking almost bored with the fact that he knows what his next move is going to be. He is feeling comfortable in the fact that he knows what the next step is. And I'm encouraging you, my darling Leos, to step into this energy of the King of Swords. Step into that energy of, my darling Leos, you have all the knowledge and wisdom that you need to move forward, to know which way you need to go next. You have all the knowledge and wisdom to be able to see that big picture and to make the decision as to which way forward you need to go, my darling Leos. So that is a beautiful message, because it's like a progression here. And, that's what I like to see. The readings I've done so far, they've just all been a beautiful flow and a progression. And, I'm loving doing them. I haven't done this kind of style of reading before. So, let me know what you think and whether you like this style of reading, because I'll keep doing it if you want me to. But I'm really enjoying how this is all flowing. Because then in the next month you have the material harvest here. So the material harvest is that card of material harvest. And what I feel here is it's been the progression of you, making a decision with the fork in the road card, having to see the bigger picture, being encouraged to use your knowledge and wisdom to make the right decision to move forward and to keep moving forward, just take a step back and see the bigger picture. And the outcome is you receive a material harvest. You receive what it is you've been working for and working towards, my darling Leos, which is divine, because this matches perfectly with the beautiful Ten of Pentacles that we have here. So the Ten of Pentacles is, building and leaving a legacy. It is that everything you've wanted and desired, basically. It is, it is built, like I said, building and leaving a legacy. It is, here you can see here on the card, this is old man, and I feel this is old man and this is his daughters here. And he has left this beautiful garden of prosperity and wealth to his daughters for them to harvest from. And, with the whole, putting this whole reading together, I just feel it's a progression for you, my darling Leos, is that you are going to come up against a fork in the road where you are being encouraged to keep going here. Do not give up before the miracle happens, my darling Leos. That's what I feel with this Nine of Wands here. And then you have the giraffe spirit letting you know to see the big picture, to take a step back, to not be so focused on the details in front of you, to take a step back and see how far you've come already, my darling Leos, and trust in the energy of you presenting here as the King of Swords, that you have all the knowledge and wisdom that you need to move forward and to make the right decisions, my darling Leos. You hold the Sword of Truth here. Do not be afraid to speak your truth either, my darling Leos. And then you move on with the final month to this material harvest here. This has been a progression of everything that you have worked so hard for, my darling Leos, because here is harvest and clarify beautiful of Pentacles. This flow, this reading is just beautiful. The outcome is that you get, the pentacles on this card here represent the tree of life as well. So, you have you end this month, this third month, with everything you want and desire, my darling Leos. That's what I feel here for you. So, wow. This is a beautiful reading for you, my darling Leos, and I hope you're enjoying the reading so far. If you are, please do give it a thumbs up for me, because I'd really like to know whether you like this style of reading and whether it's resonating with you. Just drop me a comment below, or just leave a thumbs up in the comments. That will let me know that you'd like me to keep doing these readings. If I don't get any responses, then I probably won't do them again. But I feel that, you know, these readings are lovely. I'm enjoying doing these readings so far, and I have been. All right, let's get some final messages for you, my darling Leos. Compromise, they say. Yeah, you may need to compromise. You can see the scales of balance here. So there may be a compromise this month that you may need to do. No need to worry, they say. No, see the big picture, keep going, my darling Leos. Abundance, you can't make this up. This is just amazing for you, my darling Leos. So whenever this 3 months is, that 3 months from now that you are watching this reading, it is going to be very abundant and auspicious for you. Not the right time, they say, and that will depend on what it is that is happening for you. A year from now, or within the next few weeks. So, you know, there's a few different timelines here, but, you know, you need to take each how they resonate. Choose a new direction. You may need to reconsider with whatever, you know, this big picture is here, my darling Leos. Only you will know what that is. And you've got a yes. Unbelievable. What a divine reading for you, my darling Leos, for this next 3 months. So if you'd like to follow this up with a personal reading, the first link in the description will take you to my website, where you can use, there'll also be a coupon code. I'm extending that offer. It's just been so popular, and I want to keep it going as a thank you for those that have trusted in me and have, you know, taken up the offer. So I'm just going to leave it there as a thank you to my beautiful YouTube following. And please subscribe if you haven't already, but I would really love to connect with you further here and see where this is going. Amazing things are coming in for you for these next 3 months, my darling Leos. As always, stay blessed and keep shining your light. Bye for now.